From Tampa Bay's #1 news station, this is the Fox 13 4 o'clock news.
In the Bay Area, as you know, the real estate market is booming right now, really across the country, but the Bay Area seeing a big increase. Home prices continue to soar, and they're not staying on the market very long. If you've tried to buy a house recently, then you know the competition is fierce, especially in some parts of the Bay Area. We've got attorney Jim Giardina back with us today with the Consumer Rights Law Group. He covers a variety of topics, and Jim, this is an interesting one. If people are looking to buy a home right now in this market, what do they need to know?
Well, you know, the first thing that an attorney should tell anyone buying a home, whether it's this market or any market, is buyer beware, right? It means if there's a leaky roof, if there's a busted pipe, that's the buyer's problem.
Right. So we're hearing these rumors again of, you know, this real estate bubble can't last forever. There's another crash coming. There's a possible another situation like we saw in 2008 coming down the road. How do we prepare for that? Can we even prepare for something like that?
You know, you want to always try to be prepared, right? But it wouldn't be a bubble if people could see it coming.
Right.
But, you know, you want to think of the things that got people into trouble in the last bubble, right? One of the biggest things, a lot of people had homes that were underwater. And how did this happen? Well, you know, borrowing more than, you know, getting underwater in your home by borrowing too much. Maybe buying too much home that you could, buying more home than you could afford.
Maybe financial institutions being a little loose with the home loans.
Oh, sure. That's what caused the whole bubble in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, back in 2008 was these loose lending practices. You know, but one of the things that could help consumers avoid getting caught up in a bubble is not assuming that the prices are going to keep going up and going to keep going up, and not making bets based on what you think the house will be worth next month or next year.
And every area is a little different, but who's most at risk when you're looking at buying a new home?
I'll tell you who's least at risk. Okay. Least at risk is the family that wants to purchase a home at a fixed rate to live in for 30 years. Okay. Right? Those people, you know, you built the price into the budget, you built your monthly payments into your budget. Most at risk is someone who wants to make a quick buck.
Short-term home ownership.
You know, if there's a lot of people in Tampa are flipping houses, right? And, you know, if you are flipping based on the idea that you think the house will be worth more in the future, even without your flip, then you're probably in trouble.
What should people, so if I'm looking to buy, should I just wait for this burst to happen and wait for the market to crash again? Or?
You know, we don't know for sure that there's going to be a bubble, right? There's talk, there's rumors, but so far prices keep going up. Yeah. You know, the question is, why do you want to buy the house? If you need to buy a house for your family to live in, then I say go for it.
Yeah, it's definitely a case-by-case basis, and as you said, if it's a 30-year mortgage, you're in it for the long haul, you're not going to be exposed to some of these risks.
Sure, that's right.
Jim Giardina with the Consumer Rights Law Group. If you guys have any questions about a variety of topics, he's always here on Monday to help us out.
That's right.
Great advice as always. Linda?
Thank you, Chris.